Hi guys, I'm Teresa. Welcome to my channel, Sweet T Reads. So if you are new here, hi, I'm so glad to have you. Like I said, my name's Teresa. I have recently gotten a large uptick of subscribers. So hello, you guys. I don't think I've actually really said hi to you all yet. But hi, this is the official hello, new year, like restart of the channel. Everything's gonna go good. Fingers crossed, Lord willing, that this year is gonna be good. So hey all, how are you doing? I have to first off give a huge shout out to Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, or Ponytails and Paperbacks. I always want to mix up your name. I don't know why. But Katie, she gave me a shout out back in the fall of 2022, which actually gained me a lot of you people, you new subscribers. So hi, and thank you, Katie, so much for that. Her shout out and you guys subscribing to my channel helped me reach over 100 subscribers. I'm now, at the time of filming, at 102. And that's a huge thing for me, you guys. I started my channel in 2020, January of 2020, actually. So 3 years ago now, crazy. And I've just had so many hurdles that it's been hard for me to keep up with the channel. But the fact that I'm now over 100 seriously means so much. So thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos, for commenting, all of the things. Katie, thank you so much again for the shout out. Really, it just means a lot to me. So since this is going to be the first video that goes up in January of 2023, I thought that I would kind of reintroduce myself, reintroduce my channel, especially like I said, because a lot of you are new and I know a lot of you subscribed to me and then I like disappeared for a few months. So we'll address that too. As I said again, my name is Teresa. I am a booktuber. So if you're brand new here, you have no idea what this channel is all about. As you can probably see by the background, this channel is about books. On this channel, I'm going to talk about my love of books, play fun TBR games, which are to be read games. I have my own game, which is Jurassic TBR, and yes, this will be making a comeback soon, so don't worry, you guys, if you're here for the game, I promise it'll be coming back. As I had mentioned, I got a bunch of new subscribers, and then I kind of disappeared from my channel. So I want to apologize to all of you new people for that. I mean, old subscribers too, because you guys, obviously, you've been with me for a while. But for those of you who are new and do not know, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself and why that I disappeared for a bit. First off, I am disabled due to chronic illness. I have multiple illnesses. I have a video talking all about this. If you guys want to know more, I will go ahead and link it above. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to over explain things. I have a tendency to do that, but since I've already talked about it quite a bit, go check out that video. It'll be linked in the description box below as well if you're curious and knowing more about me and my illnesses and how they affect this channel and my reading. I have multiple things, like I said. Some of the biggest things that I deal with is I have chronic Lyme disease, I have Hashimoto's disorder, and I have chronic depression. Now, or clinical depression, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, but I'm depressed. I have had these things for quite a long time. So I got sick when I was about 15 years old. I am now 34. So more than half my life I have been ill, and there's really no cure for a lot of what I have. There's just management. And so in the past, my videos have been very sporadic because of my health just being a roller coaster. And unfortunately, it has taken me many years to get diagnoses. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out all that is wrong. I just got a new diagnosis recently, which I'm really excited about. I mean, I'm not excited to have the disorder, but I'm excited to know what's wrong. If you are chronically ill, if you're someone that is sick, you totally get me. Like, I'm not excited that I'm sick. I'm excited to know what's wrong so we can treat it and take care of it, if that makes sense. I'm still in the process of trying to figure stuff out for other things, but it's looking promising. So I'm hoping that my doctors and I are really nailing down like how to make me well, or how to keep me well. So hopefully going forward in this year, I won't have these huge gaps of me disappearing due to my health. I also, in actually December of last year, so December 2022, which was like a month ago, my grandma passed away, and she actually passed away on her 90th birthday. So she made it to 90. And needless to say, pretty much all of December and most of January, I have not been in the mood to read or film. Now, with my health, like I mentioned, I have some things that are wrong. A big part of that is I have chronic fatigue syndrome. This is basically caused by my other illnesses. I am tired all the time. As you can, it's very self-explanatory illness, chronic fatigue, you're chronically fatigued. And this means physically and mentally. Unfortunately, this makes it very difficult for me to edit my videos. And so that has been a problem in the past of me not being able to get videos up in a timely manner because of my brain fog and my fatigue and all this stuff. But again, I'm hopeful that this year we will be finding some good treatments for me. And I'm working on learning how to better balance my health between, working and resting and all this stuff. So the hope is that, moving forward, you guys will be seeing a lot more of me. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But that's the goal. A little bit more about myself, besides my health stuff. I'm in a very committed, very long-term, long-distance relationship. That's a lot to put in a sentence. So my boyfriend Josh and I, which you will hear about him from time to time, possibly see him from time to time, we have been together now. On February 6th of this year, of 2023, we have been dating for 10 years. Is that not crazy? 10 years. And we have been long distance the entire 10 years that we've been together. So yeah, that is a thing. I currently I've lived here my whole life, Portland, Oregon area, and he lives in the Boise, Idaho area. So we are not like super long distance. Yeah, so that's a little bit more about me. Oh, another thing. So if you are brand new to my channel, have never seen any videos, I have a dog. His name is Ranger. He is 1.5 years now. Is that not crazy? He is 18 months old. German Shepherd. So he is a German Shepherd puppy that is a giant. He is huge, and he is very much puppy still. He loves to be in the videos. He loves to make cameos. He loves to knock the camera over. He loves to squeak his toys and chew on his bones when I'm filming. Right now, like, I tried to film this like 4 or 5 times earlier today, and I just could not do it because he would not leave me alone. But he's actually sleeping now. So thank you, Lord. He is sleeping. But you'll hear click, 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 and you'll hear chomping noises and all these things. You'll see the camera getting knocked down. That's Ranger. Yeah, he's still a puppy. German Shepherds really don't grow up until they're like 2.5 years old. So, yay me. I love him. He's great. But yeah, so he is the resident channel dog who will definitely be making appearances from time to time. I think that's all you need to know about like me and different things with the channel. Yeah, I started my channel back in 2020. But of course, we all know what happened in 2020. So between the loss that I've had my family, besides my grandparents, there's actually been a few other people in my family and close family friends who have passed away over the past few years. And so just dealing with that has been rough. And, as mentioned, my health, I have been dealing with some other health problems and trying to figure out what's wrong. And so that means testing, that means trying new medications. And sometimes these new medications make me ill for a while before I get better. And that's pretty much why my channel hasn't really grown, is because I've been gone a lot. Even though I've been on YouTube or Booktube with this channel for 3 years now, I still feel like I'm a pretty new booktuber. Not in the sense of like I don't know what I'm doing, but in the sense that I'm really small and I don't really have that big of a community. It just is what it is. That is something I'm really hoping to change in 2023. I really want to grow more, which if you guys watch my goal video, I have a bookish goal and I have like a channel life in general goal video, which will be coming after this. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that you get those videos and you'll know more about my plans. So why don't I tell you all about the kind of books I read? Because this is a book channel, we should be talking about books, right? So for those of you, again, who are new or newer or first time or just want a refresher, the kind of books that I read. So my main two genres, right? My two go-to genres are thrillers and fantasies. So if you like those two, this is the channel for you. Now, I mainly read adult thriller, like adult thriller, mystery, suspense, like anything in that category, and YA fantasy. Now, I am branching out more into adult fantasy. It's just scary because adult fantasy, a lot of times, are tomes. I mean, we're talking thick books, and it's a bit scary. So I would say like my reading is probably 50-50 adult to YA. Like I said, mainly adult thrillers and mainly YA fantasy. Now, I do read some YA middle grade mystery fantasy or mystery thriller, that kind of thing. But I really like gritty books. I really like more of the deeper psychological thrillers are like my favorite across the board. Like when we're talking in media period, I love psychological thrillers. And so a lot of times I find that YA in that category, they just can't go dark enough. I mean, granted, they shouldn't because they're for a younger audience, minors. I mean, you know, you got to be careful with what you put in there. So I just find that sometimes they're just not enough for me, but occasionally I will read a YA in that category. And then again, like I said, fantasy, I really love YA fantasy. Obviously, I am not the target market for that. I am a 34-year-old woman. I am not a teenager. So YA is not written for me. And so sometimes I find that it's just not something that I really connect with. And that's okay because it's not meant for me. And I am trying, like I said, to branch into adult more and really explore that world and see what I think. Yeah, those are basically the two main things that I read almost exclusively. I really do want to branch out more though, because I would say probably a good 80% of my reading is fantasy and thrillers. But like by thrillers, I mean like suspense and mystery and all that kind of clumped into one. Some other genres that I really enjoy reading, I just don't read very much of, are sci-fi. I love sci-fi movies. Like sci-fi movie TV shows are probably my favorite genre of movie TV shows, but I don't read sci-fi books. I don't know why, but I'd really like to get more into it. So sci-fi. I am a Christian, and so I do read Christian fiction. So I mainly read Christian thriller, suspense, horror, that sort of thing. Anything that has to do with like the dark, gritty side of life with like spiritual warfare, like demonic stuff. Like not demonic like paranormal, but demonic like within spiritual warfare Christian mindset, if that makes any sense. That's the stuff I read. So I really like that kind of more darker stuff within the Christian genre. And biblical fiction is another one that was one of my goals this year, is to read more biblical fiction. So if you are a fan of any of those genres that I mentioned, join me on this channel because I'm really excited to move forward. Some genres that I absolutely do not read. I do not read romance. I am not a romance fan. Never have been, probably never will be. I don't read contemporary. I just don't like contemporary. I don't know what it is about it, YA, adult, whatever. I'm not a fan of contemporary. And I'm not really a poetry reader. I don't read poetry. I don't read a lot of that kind of thing. Classics. I'm dipping my toes into classics. I have found that classics just confuse me, to be 100% honest. I have a difficult time with classics. I just don't really enjoy classics. So you won't really be seeing me read a lot of those, though I do love gothic fiction. So I will try this year to read some more classic gothic fiction, kind of dip my toe into that world. I don't read a lot of middle grade. I have nothing opposed to middle grade. There are some middle grades I would like to read this year. I just find that they're not really for me. Like I said, I like more of the intense stuff, which usually means adult. But yeah, middle grade, and then I don't have kids, so I don't really read children's hardly ever. If I do, it's probably like rereading childhood favorites, that sort of thing. So that's pretty much all the genres I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, as far as what I read, what I like. There you go. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight into me and into this channel. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you guys should really know going forward with this channel and know about me, and see whether or not I'm someone that you want to connect with. Oh, I do read almost exclusively audiobooks. I have a lot of physical books, but I do read audiobooks as it is difficult for me to comprehend reading physically. Audio is something that really helps me. Again, this is health related, and I do talk about that in the video, so you know, but audiobooks are something that I read a bit of, or like almost exclusively. I'm trying to read more physical books this year. That's definitely a goal of mine. But yeah, audiobooks are my thing. I love them so much. I'm so grateful for them. So on this channel, you guys, I'm going to be, like I said, I have a TBR game. So that's coming back hopefully in February. You will see that coming up very, very soon. I have my TBR game, which is based off of my favorite book of all time, Jurassic Park. Here it is. I don't know if I can get it all in scene. So this is Jurassic TBR. This is my game that I created. So I will be playing that quite a bit. Like, you know, every month I have a Jurassic TBR that will hopefully dictate my monthly reads. I take part in a lot of readathons. I'm hoping to do some buddy reads and collabs this year. Let's see. I also do a lot of tag videos. So if you like tag videos, my channel is one for you. And I'm working on reviewing. I would love to do more reviews. I just haven't really done that yet. So that's something that I'm gonna try and work on this year, is getting review videos out for you guys and hopefully have good recommendations and all that sort of stuff. So there you go. That's me in a nutshell. That's this channel in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys know a little bit more about me now and kind of who I am and what this channel is all about. I really, really appreciate, again, all of you who have subscribed to me. If you've watched this video, thank you so much. Why don't we put a purple heart emoji, because it's my favorite. And yeah, if you would like to comment that, just let me know you're here. If you don't have anything else to say, it would mean a lot. If you have not subscribed already, like I said, please do. Please give this video a thumbs up. It would really help me out. I'm really going to try and grow my channel in 2023. If you have any more questions about me, who I am, what I read, you know, feel free to ask, put it in the comments down below. I'm pretty open with, you know, especially with my health and stuff. I'm really open with that and willing to talk to people about it. And yeah, let's just have fun. Hopefully let's make this year, a good reading year. Yeah, guys, I'm really excited to be back into this, and just really praying that the Lord will bless me this year in this channel, and then I can grow and become a bigger part of this community and really feel like I have a place here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.